Mafex and all your other favorite figure companies better start taking notes, because Jada Toys is killing the cape game at a fraction of the price. And yeah, I know Hush Superman is pretty notorious for having a bad cape, but M. Bison's cape here feels just as good as the rest of the Mafex figures I have. And I just want to reiterate, this is on a $25 figure, 30 at most. Matter of fact, I think this cape might be better than what Mafex has to offer, because while it's not as big, it feels really durable, and you still get the same level of posability. And not only that, you're able to remove the cape entirely and have the figure look just as good without it. Okay, maybe not just as good, he loses a little bit of aura without the cape. And like most Jada figures, the design here is pretty simple, but they absolutely nailed it. And as you can see here, it is really easy to take on and off the cape. Actually, maybe a little bit too easy, because I have one of these sides that pops off on me a little bit too much. But overall, that is a really minor complaint, and it still holds well enough while posing. And for accessories, you get pretty much everything you need. You are going to be missing those exclusives though. And you get two head sculpts. The stern one looks very nice, front and back. There's a tiny nick on it though, and then unfortunately my angry head does have a pretty substantial nick on the front. And you get two sets of hands. I do wish there was an SHF-like set of crossed arms, and we get a power effect here. And I also wish there was a second one of these. But overall, all the accessories here are very nice. And being a Jada Toys Street Fighter figure, the articulation on this guy is absolutely amazing from head to toe. The shoulder pads don't really hinder any range and they can move around, but they do end up popping off on you sometimes. But otherwise, everything is pinless and double jointed, and you get the double ball joints for the neck and for the torso. And then once again, Jada's strong suit here is going to come in at the legs, where you get absolutely phenomenal split range. But where this figure differs a little bit from a typical Jada articulation comes at the bottom of the leg. You do get that double jointed knee, which is a little bit ugly when exposed, but there is no boot cut, even though you get nice ankles. And then measuring in at almost the 6.5 inch mark, this is going to be pretty similar to the rest of your Jada Toys figures, but he's going to be slightly taller and slightly bulkier. By the way, I've already reviewed everything on screen, and Cammy is up next. So overall, while this isn't a perfect release and I had a lot of things to nitpick, with that cape and the overall articulation and accessories, this guy is phenomenal, and I highly recommend him. Jada's weakest releases are honestly 10 times better than another company's best release. But what do you guys think about the Jada Toys M. Bison? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching to the very end. Toodles!